That's how you stay on par. Oh, yeah. No need to raise the bar when you're feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be, be, be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe.
Everybody, all you got to do is breathe and come on into the wellness room. It is time for the Own Your Now show. It's Wellness Wednesday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
Hey, Divine T. It's so good to see you, young lady. I am Yolanda Langford, and I am known as Lady Yo.
Lady Yo.
Like it's a presentation. We always
Lady
do that.
Yo.
Lady
How are
Yo.
you, Lady Yo?
I am fabulous. I'm fabulous. It's been a great day. Our weather was cooperating today, and so I just was outside a little bit and had a good day. How about yourself?
Man, I the same. I sat on the balcony at the office, and I got to go out of town tomorrow, so I start packing and everything. But I love the St. Louis weather right now.
Yes.
Right now. That's why I love
a little breeze to it, a little breeze.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Everybody's tapping in the wellness room. We're going to do our shout outs, Lady Yo. I got to ask you what's in your cup. What are you sipping on?
Well, I'm sipping on because it was a little warm day. I made some sweet Louisiana tea with 2 orange slices and a little cinnamon.
All right, a little cinnamon.
A little cinnamon. Yeah, just gives it a little twist to a regular tea. How about yourself? What are you sipping on, ma'am?
I like that. You know what? I am sipping on some Riesling because I can.
Because you can, because you're grown.
Because I'm grown and I really needed just a little refreshing drink, and that's cool. We all do at times, but tonight it just seemed like the weather was nice and it's crisp and everything. We made it to 8.7K followers.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It took us a minute to get there, but you know what? We had time. And now we have time to get to, as my friend Beverly Cage inboxed me and said, let's get to 10,000.
10,000, y'all. That means that you all need to share right now and make sure that you stay connected while we're getting to our 10K. Let's see who's in the house so far. We sharing. I see Naylene is with us this Wednesday evening. Hey, Naylene, how you doing? We haven't seen Naylene in a minute.
Right.
She's going to be on the morning show. And Robert's with us. He is with us every evening. He's going to let you all know the value of sharing. He is our official OYN ambassador, y'all. Good evening, Robert. How are you? Beverly Cage is in the house.
Hey, Texas.
Hey, y'all, let everybody know where you're coming in from, because tomorrow is 314 day.
And you got to tell some people what 314 day is, because it is a big day in St. Louis.
It is. Shameen Clark Hubbard, our older woman too, is in the house. Hey, Mimi. Yes, shout out to Mimi. Robert says he's actually sipping on Sprite.
That's different for Robert. He's normally a Oberweis guy.
He is, but he's sipping on some Sprite tonight. And Auntie Cynthia, she is sipping on warm water.
Warm water. Okay. Yes. Hello, Auntie.
Yes. All right. Joan is in the house, y'all. We got our regulars coming through. Y'all don't play. Don't play with us, because we're not playing with you. Yes. Naylene says she's doing well. And look, we have Makiba in from Las Vegas.
All right, Las Vegas. Hey, Makiba.
I want to know, what is the weather in Las Vegas right now? What would you say, Yolanda? It's hotter than that thing.
Hotter than that thing most times in Vegas.
It is. And the thing about it is, everybody's talking about this is pre-314 day. Lady Yo, I know you're 314-ish, but break it down. Let everybody know, what is 314 day?
Well, it is a day full of celebration, celebrating all things St. Louis. You pull out all your St. Louis gear, you put it on, and you go to some of these events. Go on Facebook. They're going to tell you about a ton of events coming on. I'm going to tell you about one later on, but I got to show you what I pulled out for 314 day.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me
An
see now.
original
All
Aussie
right.
Restaurant Sport and Bar. This jacket is 20 years old. So that's my 314. I have my Cardinals hat. I have a Cardinals jersey. I even have some Cardinals socks. So I'm gonna
Oh
be,
wow.
even though
You're
I'm
gonna be
314-ish, I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
be
be
314
314.
down.
Well, there's a lot of good things, great things happening. I see Timothy is here. That is it, do you call it the caramel room or the caramel room? But I know they're having a 314-day breakfast. And I think it's
Yes.
$10, y'all. Y'all better check up. Timothy, put the information in the chat. Because I know I'm going out of town, but my husband said he going down there for that. It's 314-day. Everybody.
And
Everybody.
Timothy, let us know what time it starts and what time it ends so we know when we can come see you.
That's right. That's right. So everybody's gonna be celebrating. So Lady O, I mean, I know Ozzy is ultimately 314-day, but do you do the emos? Do you do the Chinese food? Do you do the soda? Do you do the what? What? Do you do
Well,
the what?
St. Louis is known for its Chinese food, so I probably will indulge tomorrow because I cook every day, so I'll probably indulge in someone else's Chinese food. A special fried rice is what I love to get, and those duck wings. So I probably will engage in some of that. Normally, I'll cook it myself, but tomorrow I'm gonna take a day off and just be 314 all day long.
Well, if you go down to Pure Catering, they're gonna have champagne and everything. I saw the flyer, like everything. It's gonna be lit, y'all.
Yes.
So make sure that you all check out all the different things. We'll try to post something on our page before 314 comes. I want to say a pre-happy birthday because my cousin Lily, she's St. Louis versus everybody. She's the founder. Her birthday is tomorrow. It's actually on 314 day. How crazy
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Literally, Joan Gray says, I have a matchbook of matches from Ozzy's restaurant from back in the day. How about that?
Wow.
A little
Okay.
artifact. Well, y'all, we are always about wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. And we have some great guests that are on today. And we want you all to make sure that you continue to share. Sharing and following and subscribing is important. We're also on the YouTube side. So in case you all do have a YouTube page or you have a Gmail account, you could definitely connect. But keep telling us what y'all gonna be sharing, what y'all gonna be into for 314 day tomorrow. I already see Robert said some St. Paul, some emos, some White Castles. Boy, he's gonna be full. Gotta hit all of them. I'm just gonna tell y'all, in the midst of hitting all of them, try to keep it black and support our peoples. Okay,
Absolutely.
that's important. I'm telling y'all right now. So flat out. That's what you need.
Yes, Auntie Divine T. You're sounding like an auntie for sure right now. I'm telling you.
Speaking of being an auntie and being a therapist, we got an amazing therapist that is coming up on today's show. Who do we have, Lady O?
We have Lena Chapman. She's a licensed professional counselor in the state of Missouri and the owner of Haven of Light Christian Counseling and Haven of Light Wellness Center. Her passion for mental health has led her to educate others and to make sure African American communities think about their mind and pay attention to their mind. Bring Lena on up.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Somebody's going to be listening at one of those times.
Right. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. Oh, my goodness.
We are excited to have you. And so you can get our minds right.
Right. The mind is so important, isn't it? We know that, right?
Yep. It is. Before we get started, let me ask you, what are you sipping on? What's in your cup?
All right, you guys. So I have a cup, and this cup says, if you can see it, thankful.
Yes.
Right? And I'm actually drinking on some core water. I'm a water drinker. I try to drink a lot of water because I just want to hydrate myself and just kind of clear my body and things like that. And so water does it for me. So I'm drinking on some water.
Cheers. I always have 314 water in my glass.
We got some of the best water, y'all. I was in Florida yesterday and the water was not good. So I'm loving our water. Lena, being a therapist, this is something that we both share, that breaking the stigma when it comes to African Americans in the community. Talk to us about why that is so important that we continue to talk about the value of therapy.
Absolutely. I do feel like, those walls are slowly but surely come tumbling down as we talk about mental health, mental wellness. And in the African American community, we also know that there is a stigma. But I do feel like I hear more and more people talking about therapy, mental health, and getting support. So that actually makes me really happy that it's not a foreign topic anymore, but more people are buying into saying, you know what? I need some support. Let me go talk to a therapist. Let me talk to a professional. So I'm happy about that.
And we're happy that you are bringing it to the forefront. Now, African Americans, we go to church.
Yes.
We go
Hallelujah.
to church. And so you talk about mental health trainings for churches. How do you do that?
So, as the walls are coming tumbling down, when we talk about the African American culture, when we talk about churches, it's still something that is new and just a little bit can be a little scary for some churches and things like that. So, one of my passions is to actually go to churches and support them with mental health trainings and mental health services. And so, one of those trainings that is coming up actually in April is the grief advocate training. And so, this free I'm gonna clear my throat and say it again. This free
Woo.
training for churches.
Put it
Okay.
in the chat, y'all.
So this free training for churches supports churches with the knowledge on how to provide grief advocate groups. So people who are dealing with grief to be able to support them with grief education and just support. So I'm really, really excited. This is actually our second year doing this. So
Yeah.
we are very excited about it.
You talk about churches and dealing, because a lot of people go to church to
Yeah.
deal with different things. How important is it to seek out a professional, someone
Yeah.
who is like you, a licensed therapist?
It's very important. So I think we all have a role to play. So if you're a friend, you have a role to play in someone's mental health. If you're a therapist, you have a role. If you're a pastor, if you're a cousin, if you're an auntie, an uncle, whoever, we all have a certain role to play with someone's mental health. And so when we talk about the church, it's just a tag team approach. Tag, you're it. So when the pastor has done their part to support people in the space that they support them, then sometimes they have to tag me in and go, you know what, we need some extra help, or tag another therapist in and say, hey, we need some extra help with this and that. And so that's what it's all about. It's never a I do it better than you, or
Right.
I know more than you, but it's really just to say, you know what, these are my limitations, this is what my part is, and now it's time for me to tag someone else in.
Well, the thing about it is we all know that therapy hurt people, and we go to church and we go to work and we go to different
Hmm.
places. And if we don't fill up our cup with the right resources, then our cups are going to be empty. So if any of you all are out there and you know that there's some pastors that need to be in the spot and getting those free resources, tag them, tag them, tag them, tag them
Tag,
now.
tag, tag, absolutely.
That's important. Speaking of what's important. I know for me, I stopped practicing on a one-on-one because of grief. I was dealing with
Mhm.
losing my mom and my dad during the pandemic, and you specialize in grief. Talk
Yes.
to us. Do you think that it has we're being more open about how we deal with our grief now, especially as African Americans, because we lost a lot of people during post pandemic.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be honest with you. It is not my favorite topic to support people with. I'm just going to be honest. It is such a hurtful thing to see someone hurting in that capacity. So it's never easy for me, but I do understand that if this is the place where my assignment is, that, I shall fulfill my assignment. And so, yes, grief is a topic that is so hard to understand. And I feel like when we educate ourselves on what the grieving process is, it makes it a lot easier. A lot of times I hear people say, I just feel like I'm going crazy. Is this normal? Should I feel like this? I was doing fine. And then all of a sudden, the tears came, or all of a sudden, a memory came up, and I just didn't know what was going on. And so it's really just normalizing those emotions. Let's normalize those emotions and say, yeah, this is what's normal. And then this is what is not normal when it comes to grief. Okay.
Mhm.
And so that's when we talk about grief, I think that those are very important. Just the education piece is very important because people don't understand it. And the other thing is grief goes beyond death of a person. It can be
Absolutely.
so many areas, right? Job loss,
Yes.
Transitions. You're talking about, just a boyfriend, a girlfriend, things like that. All types of things
Right.
can trigger grief. So yeah, and trigger that same cycle. That same cycle. So just the education piece is so important, and getting that support when you feel like it's a little too much for you to handle.
Now you touched on the grief and how you have to take care of yourself. Lean on into self-care. Lean
Okay.
on into it.
Okay, can we all get closer? Let's all lean in. Just
Yes.
lean in.
I
So
believe in it.
That's it.
So when we talk about self-care, one of the things, because I am an entrepreneur, so I do own my own businesses, I did say it right, own businesses with an S, and I'm also a wife, and I'm
Mhm.
also a mother of two boys, and I also play a role in my church, and I'm a friend, and I'm an aunt, and all these different things, these roles and hats that I play. And so when we talk about self-care, it is so important, because how can I pour out if I have nothing to pour from?
Right.
Right?
Period. That
What
part.
am I pouring out if I'm pouring from an empty cup? Is it dust? Have you ever picked up a cup that's been sitting in the cabinet for a little bit and it's a little dusty and got little fuzzies in there? You got to wash it out a little bit. So it's really to think about, self-care is about definitely pouring back into my cup, but also allowing the overflow,
Yeah. We
allowing
call that,
the
hold on,
overflow.
Miss Lena.
Yes. Yes. Yes, girl.
On the Own Your Now show, we call it sipping off
Oh,
the saucer. And we got
salsa.
it from our very own
Yes.
Shamim Clark Hubbard.
I
Yes. Yes.
absolutely sipping from. Go ahead. You know what?
Yes.
You're gonna have
You
to.
know that cup, and it's overflowing. You're like, because this is good. This is
It
good
is
stuff.
good. Absolutely. And that overflow is important. I think oftentimes we think about pouring as doing something like this, but the more we pour into our own cup, the overflow just keeps flowing and flowing. And there's just plenty to give out without depleting what you already have, right?
That's it.
Creating that balance in life and knowing when things are too much, knowing when to pull away, knowing when to take those vacations, knowing when to take those sick days, knowing what you need in each and every moment, because it may not be the same for every moment.
Correct.
That's work-life balance. And as an entrepreneur, I struggle with that as well, because oftentimes when you work by yourself, there's no one to tell you, are you going to stop to eat lunch? Are you going to eat breakfast in the morning? You just grab your coffee and you go, go, go. And
Yeah.
so I know we actually have a self-care retreat coming up, but you do retreats as well.
Yes.
Talk to everybody about that guilt, because everybody's like, I feel bad about, self-care guilt.
Absolutely. And I think that I don't know what it is about some of our I don't know, that ingrained things that we've kind of gotten from people who are our role models, like Big Mama and them, and things like that. And we see them and how they just went and just kept going and going and pouring and giving and giving and giving. And so we never actually saw them take a break. And so we feel like that's supposed to be our lives, where we're supposed to do the same thing. And then we realize, like, this is for the birds. Like, this isn't healthy, right? This is not okay. And so it's okay. It's okay.
Put in the chat, y'all. It's okay. Everybody just put it in
Listen,
there.
it's
It's
okay. It's
okay.
okay
Yes.
to take those breaks. It's okay to pull away. It's okay to call in. Okay. It is. They'll be fine.
I will.
They'll be fine.
will.
Everybody will be
Yes.
fine. Those kids will be fine. That husband or wife will be fine. That boyfriend, girlfriend, they will be fine. Just get some time away where you can just say, even though I may feel a little guilty, this is what I need. This is
Correct.
what I need in order to, again, have an overflow.
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
Well, she's giving us a word, Tracy. Let me say this. I didn't have anything to say for a moment because I was soaking it all in. Like, yes, my kind of people.
Yes.
You have to take care of yourself. You have to take some time for yourself and not feel guilty. And about the church thing, the grief thing. I love all that you are doing. We're going to ask you, what is your wellness word of the week?
My wellness word of the week is restore.
Restore.
And why restore?
Why restore? Because I feel like in this season of my life, I'm really trying to figure out certain things when it comes to business, work-life balance, things like that. And I do feel like that word restore helps me give a fresh perspective of figuring things out, but also allowing that time to just kind of rest and get what I need in the moment and where, and kind of search out what I need. So just that balance between all these different things right now, and just knowing that it's just a restoring period. That's all. It's nothing to be scared about. It's nothing to be fearful about, but just it's a restoring period. That's all.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Before we let her go, Tracy, we have to ask also, how can people find you?
Oh, absolutely. So you definitely can find me on Facebook. My name's just Lena Chapman. I do have 2 pages, so you can follow either one. You can also find me on Instagram, which is Lena Chapman _therapist. And if you just want to check out the website, you can go to havenoflightcc.com.
There you
got
go.
That. Y'all got that. Haven of Light. Tell them that again. Haven of Light.
cc.com.
Robert would get that in there. Haven of Light. I just want to thank you for what you're doing. There's not enough therapists out here, especially African American therapists, that we can tap into. So we have to make sure that we give each other the resources. Robert put in the chat, don't be scared. Y'all don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
That's right.
Yes. And I just want to thank you ladies so much for having me on here. You guys are you ladies are such an inspiration to me. Just watching you just flourish and just continue to shift and just do your thing. And I absolutely love it.
Thank you. And tell LJ Ozzy said hi.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how much time we have, but oh my goodness. He is still excited and talking about that. Ozzy and Lady Yo made my son's day, week, year, decade, lifetime.
Yeah, well, he was sweet. He did a great project for Black History, and he chose Ozzy as his project. And so we just sent him a little love in the mail, a little autograph, a little shirt and stuff like that.
Love, all right. Oh my goodness, this child is smiling from ear to ear. Oh my goodness, you guys, yeah.
He's gonna keep it going. Now he's gonna get all A's. We probably already is an A student. So
yes, he's doing pretty good. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. We will talk to you sooner than later.
All right, see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Oh my goodness. This is about wellness. It's always going to be about wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. The things that we need to do for our girls and for our boys and for our women and for our community.
Yes.
We got to keep that going. I know.
And those men in there.
I was going to say, I know it's Women's History Month, y'all, and we still have a couple of other women coming up, but we got to share the joy with the men, because we got some Black man joy up in the house. And he's going to spread the love and talk about his project and everything that he has going. Who do we have coming up next, Lady O?
We have, and I always put Mr. in front of his name because he is a sharp-dressed man. So it's Mr. Jerome Harris Jr., the president and founder of Urban Golf of Greater St. Louis. Bring him on up so we can just talk to him about what he's doing for our community.
Okay. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you.
He needs to unmute himself. Is he muted?
So we can tap right in. Y'all, look, we got a brother in the house. Okay, so say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here with you guys tonight.
It's our pleasure, because you are about to bring some information that I don't know if everyone knows this opportunity is in here in St. Louis. And from what I hear, you're going to help over 1,000 children.
Well, wait. We got to ask him first.
I got excited. Tell us what's in your cup, Jerome?
So I have lavender tea in my cup. Shameless, non-shameless plug. Friend of mine, Reggie from Teatopia. And so I go there and get my loose leaf tea. So we have some lavender tea.
Lavender tea. Well, that sounds very calming. We want to jump on into this Urban Golf of Greater St. Louis. Tell us what is Urban Golf of Greater St. Louis?
Absolutely. Urban Golf St. Louis is an organization that exists to prepare students to be successful beyond high school, while also including them into the vast golf community. We do that in several ways: through golf education, after school programming, and student support services. So we also focus on their character development, competency, competition, and connection. So we call that our 4 C's.
Oh wow, the 4 C's. You know, when did you start playing golf?
Good question. I started playing golf in my mid-20s. I was introduced to the game by an assistant pastor at a church I attended at Temple Church of Christ, a guy by the name of Carlton Francis, who's a pastor now. And so he introduced me to the game in my mid-20s. So I didn't get an opportunity to play when I was a kid.
So what age group are you working with?
We're working with students from K to college, I say. You know, we have college alumni that we still support that come back and support our camps and our programming. And we have 11 elementary schools that we serve and support with golf education.
Oh wow, 11, and that's a huge need because there's so many benefits. Talk to us about the value of the conversation. You know, so many people love the sport, but there's a lot that happens when you are on the golf course, correct?
Absolutely. People say that, a lot of business is done on the golf course. I would say you really get to know the person that you are about to do business with on the golf course. You can tell their conversation. You can see their temperament when they play. Are they easily upset? Do they cheat? So you can tell a lot about somebody on the golf course, but the conversations, they range. It depends on if you're playing with friends or if you're playing with business associates.
I always hear it's golf and the business of golf.
Absolutely.
Can you play golf?
Do I play golf? Absolutely not. I drive a mean golf cart and I can serve a mean cocktail. And I attend, as Jerome can attest to, a ton of golf tournaments. They are fun. It's fun to watch. I just personally, my eyesight and hitting the ball in the sun and all that was not for me. However, if I was introduced to it earlier on, I may have golfed. And that's what I like about Jerome, what he's doing. You have the elementary golf tour. These kids aren't just playing, just going out there, just hitting the ball around. They're on tour.
Yeah, so we have coaches that go to these schools, and we introduce them to the game. We're not super technical when we go into the game of golf at the elementary level because this is their first time playing. And when they're playing for the first time, we want to give them a love for the game of golf, and have fun while they're playing, and we take them to the next level as well. We understand that in playing golf, that we were just focused on exposing them to the game of golf, which in later times I learned it was a miscarriage of our responsibility if we did not create a pipeline of opportunity with the game of golf as well.
That's
Absolutely.
it.
So you have your 3rd annual golf tournament, May 30th. How do people sign up? What are the proceeds going to go to? Tell us all about it.
Absolutely. We have our 3rd annual golf tournament, 4th grader golf tournament. It'll be held at Forest Park, Norman K. Probstein golf course. We've had that there 3 years in a row. We're really excited about selling out this tournament. You can go to our website. I tell them, I said, if we sell out, I get a chance to play. I haven't played for 2 years, and hopefully we can sell out this tournament and I get a chance to enjoy a nice round of golf for the hard work that we've done. And so it is May 30th. You can check it out on our website at ugolfstl.org. That's the letter U, not the word. ugolfstl.org. Tap in and support. All the proceeds, they go towards increasing our capacity, hiring staff. We need transportation, purchasing buses. And so the proceeds of this tournament will go towards hiring staff, purchasing transportation, which is a big issue because we totally take down every barrier that a student and a family has for a student to pursue the game of golf. And so,
I love that. Now,
they got to share now. And I mean, everybody should be sharing. If I'm going to be an auntie today, then you all need to be sharing right now.
Absolutely. It just came to me. When you're working with the kids, what changes do you see in them?
That's a great question. When we go into introduce the game of golf to students, they do not want to play golf. Golf is associated with white folks. It's associated with, rich people, and so they don't see their culture represented in the game. Which has changed a lot. And so they don't want to play. When they see the inflatables go up, when they see all the practice equipment, we kind of have a little spin on teaching the game of golf. We kind of create a vibe in the spaces. We put our Afro beats music on. We like to dance. We like to dance. We do mindful meditation. Is great that we're here. A lot of our kids don't get a chance to stop and reflect and think. And so for every session, we start off with music, reflection. We give them a word for the day, and we allow them at least about 5 minutes to really meditate on that word. And so after about a week or two, they want to pursue the game. And I've seen that happen for years. At the beginning, they don't want to play. Towards the end, they want to play. That's why we're focused on developing golf teams in areas that we don't have golf teams in SLPS and charter schools. We want to create golf teams. We want to be able to provide scholarships as well. And so we got our hands pretty full.
One of the questions that we have is, are the youth provided the golf equipment?
Yes, through our very generous sponsors, the PGA Reach Gateway section, which Ozzie Smith is the president over. They support us and have supported us for the last 3 years. Jason Tatum Foundation, St. Louis Parks and Recreation, Nike. I mean, the list goes on. We've been really blessed to provide our students free uniforms, 2 free uniforms. We provided all of our students brand new New Balance shoes. We provided our students with a brand new set of golf clubs, and so they don't have to want for anything.
That is fantastic. Let me tell you, if you are not sharing right now, and you're one of those people who are saying there's nothing for the youth to do, shame on you, because there's something for them to do. You just have to share this information, share this broadcast with their parents, and they can go out there and become golfers and learn the business of golf and learn about life.
Right. And look, again, with our own peoples. And that's the thing, because who would have known that you could play golf and listen to Afro beats? I'm like, okay, I might get out there and try to do a little song.
I'm always jamming to when I'm out playing on my own. I'll have my speaker up. That's my kind of music. I love Afro beats, and so we want to create, before we put a club in the students' hands, they're coming into our space, and so a lot of these kids are coming in, with a high tense kind of behavior. They're at different levels. And so when they enter in our space, we want them to enter into something that's warm, something that's welcoming, and something that is safe for them to try something new that they haven't tried before.
I think what you're creating also is lifelong relationships. Like, these kids are being exposed to men and women that are building relationships. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely, we're focused. That's one of our 4 C's, connecting. And so, through the support of the Missouri Athletic Club and others groups, our students have a chance to network, get to know our caddy programs. We've held a caddy program at Bell Reeve Country Club, a caddy program at Glen Echo Country Club, and those students get a chance to interact with those members and build lifelong relationships. Absolutely.
Love it.
Well, thank you so much, Jerome, Mr. Jerome Harris Jr. I got to put that Mr. in front. Please tell us your wellness word of the week.
That's a great question. Right behind me, I have the word love. I'm really, that's just kind of my word that I try to practice. Self-love. When you take time out for yourself, I start my day out with the walk around my neighborhood, just kind of easing into my day, because when I love myself, I can love you.
Oh, love that. When I love myself, I can love you. Somebody please put that in the chat. That's a quote.
Better. This is what we keep talking about. Self-love, it'll allow you to love others, but you got to start with yourself first. And that's not being selfish either. It's not
at all.
Yeah. I see a fact that Joan put in the chat. We must remember it was a Black man that invented the golf tee named George Franklin Grant.
Absolutely. That's one of the facts that we give our students during our did you know our golf tips and our golf facts? That's one of the main facts, because a lot of students doesn't understand the representation of our culture in the game of golf that far is beyond Tiger Woods. And so
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He was not our first.
No.
Yeah.
Lee Elder was the first Black to win the Masters. Charlie Sifford. I mean, the list goes on. We have a rich legacy within the sport.
Well, we thank you for everything that you're doing. And look, y'all, this is STL at its finest. You literally need to go to his website, share it with a youngster that's looking for. And then the fact that they're in the schools, our schools know that there's a benefit and the kids are utilizing the resources. So tell a family to tell a family to tell a kid, a girl, a boy, so that they can get ready. And the event again, tell us the date for the event again.
May 30th. So we have a couple of months leading up to it, and so we're really excited about that.
And he wants it to be a sold out event. So when you post it, I want that. You know how you post SOLDOUT on the front? I want to see that in a couple weeks.
Absolutely.
That's it. Well, just another little fact before we go on, y'all, because we got Miss Paula and Miss Donna in the house. Lady Yo's favorite word is love, just so you know. That's her favorite word. This is what makes it go around. And the fact that you all are doing the things with the youth and bringing our community together, that's love, right? That's love within itself. It is. We got to ask you, we didn't get a chance to ask Lena, and we might have to bring her back up. What is your favorite STL food and drink? That's
a good question. Favorite STL food? I'm trying not to get in trouble. I grew up in the Ville neighborhood, and so my mom always took us to. We used to go to the Chinese restaurants all the time. Special fried rice. So I definitely, I'm right there with you, Lady Yo. Special fried rice. You got to have about red peppers.
Wait a minute, because was Sarah Lou's in the Ville?
Huh? Sarah Lou's in the Ville. Absolutely. Rich culture is in the Ville. Absolutely. So, but special fried rice, plain steamed rice with duck juice. So yeah.
Duck juice.
Yeah, and you had to have that best soda, didn't you?
Yeah. Best soda, the fruit punch. That people only knows it as the red drink, but best fruit punch was my favorite.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. Come back anytime. Keep us updated. And don't forget, we need to see the SOLD.
You will see that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lady Yo. Okay, you ain't know nothing about that duck juice, did you?
Not the duck juice. He said plain steamed rice with duck juice. I might have to try that because I love the duck. It is pretty delicious.
Yeah. Now, do you eat the red hot potato chips, riplets?
I don't eat a lot of potato chips, but I like them. I will indulge from time to time. Red hot riplets, Vest soda, the grapes, Vest soda. He's right, the red juice.
We sent the whole box to my son when he was away at college, and he was selling them at his college.
He's an entrepreneur at heart.
Look, he was trying to be an athlete and stay fit, and them chips, I guess they help with it. But we need to understand the value of discovering youth fitness. Who do we have coming up next, Lady Yo?
We have Paula and Donna. Donna is the owner, and Paula is one of her clients. So we're going to find out. We've talked about our minds. We've talked about our kids. We're going to talk about our bodies.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to the Wellness Wednesday.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Let's differentiate who's who. Who's Donna?
I'm Donna.
And who's Paula?
I guess that would be me.
I love it. Well, we're going to ask you, ladies. Donna, what's in your cup?
In my cup, I'm trying to get that DY to show. There it is. It's water. Water. I need to stay hydrated. I don't desire to drink water because I'm not feeling thirsty most times, but I know how important it is to me and into my fitness. So
yes,
water.
And Miss Paula, how about you?
We're going to go with the same.
Let me tell y'all, her coat's sitting there right there, so she better say water.
You know what?
Get about a gallon a day.
Wow. Ooh, I'm getting there. I literally have an app that says it's time to drink water. I know y'all like, you don't need an app to drink water, but yes, I do. and it challenges me because there's a little picture of filling it up. But
Mhm.
filling it up, like at this age and any age, talk to us about the importance of your physical health and physical fitness. Because I mean, I'm over 50, so
And that's right about the age that everything started to coming together for me. Now I was athletic in high school, and I'm a veteran, so I was a soldier for some years. But after that, I had children. I was a mom, um, had sedentary jobs, and in my 50s, my mother became ill, and I started watching her decline. She had to go on oxygen. She had to start taking dialysis. And I started becoming aware of my family history um, on both sides of the family. Cardiovascular disease. I started becoming hypertensive, and so I started. It started out of fear, honestly.
yeah.
Fear of being on a lot of medications, fear of maybe not being able to breathe that well because I'm an ex-smoker as well. And I just decided that I just needed to do something about that. So around the age of, as a matter of fact, about 58 years old. I'm actually 69 years old. I'll be
Shut
70
the door.
on my birthday. And it's amazing that in these 10 years of exercising and working out, I mean, I work out with people that are in their 20s and 30s, and I outwork them. You'd be surprised. I'm so proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm
You better be.
strong. Still have bad knees, but you modify. So what I'm in healthcare, and I also see the effects that uh, people that don't exercise has on their long-term health and fitness.
Mhm.
So I started about a year ago with some of my girlfriends. We just decided we were going to start working out together, and as we came together, we started thinking about just our total well-being. Like Lena was saying, your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, um, your nutrition. Paula loves to cook, so she has become like our resident nutritionist. She loves it now. She's hooked on healthy eating. We started realizing how protein build muscle.
Mhm.
Muscle as you get older is so important to ward off, osteoarthritis. As you get older, you're more prone to falls.
Mm.
You want to be able to get up if you're by yourself. So Discovering You is a place of accountability. We have a community of people all over. Some folk are in other cities. We don't even know where they live, but they've joined Discovering You. And we all post daily affirmations every day. We
Oh
post
wow.
we post videos of our workouts so that other people can see, people our age doing workouts. In the summertime, when the weather is good, we do outdoor boot camps. And what we focus on is getting the people who have been um, sitting at home thinking, I'm too old, I can't do this.
Mhm.
I've already passed that point in life to understand that no, you haven't. There's no
I
cap.
love that.
There's no cap on your age for you to start being physically fit.
Every,
Absolutely.
oh my gosh, they need to put in the chat. She said no cap on your age. Like put you in there, y'all. Just you, because we talking to you. We talking to you. We
Yes.
talking to everybody that's listening. Lady O, Lady O loves to cook, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but and she can burn. Um, but Paula, talk to us about food prepping because I know I need to do the water, but I know it's also about what you eat. I recently had surgery and they told me I need to get my protein up before the surgery.
Right.
What is it about the food prepping, the what you eat that's most important for you?
Breakfast is most important, but getting the protein in is difficult, and meal prepping is tiresome. It's a lot of work, but once you get it all organized and you continually do it, it becomes a second nature.
Yes.
I'm into juicing now. For
That's
health.
big.
It is.
I meal prep, but I love to cook and I like to read about what is healthy. So I've learned to change what I've eaten in a different manner. Vegetables, I'm making sheet pans of meals. Everything's on a cookie sheet in the oven. I gave Donna some because I love to share my recipes, especially when someone appreciates food. But and knows, but I made a roasted red pepper soup. But it was
Ooh.
Delicious.
That sounds
Ooh.
so good.
But
And
it
you know,
was-
Paul, I want to ask you. I'm not going to say what age did you start because we're seasoned women. What season in your life did you start and say, I want to do better for me?
That part.
I
That
will-
part.
I'm getting ready to. I'm Donna's little sister, but I'm getting ready to turn 65 in a couple of months.
Okay.
Oh, y'all showing out. Y'all showing out. All right now.
I started at 50,
Okay.
and I stayed consistent. And then, of course, life got in the way, and I stopped. I started back working out with Donna like in 2018. Life got in the way. I stopped, and it's been a year now. It'll be a year in May that I've been consistent with her and the group that we have formed and committed to the DY Fitness. I've invited a friend, and another friend will invite a friend.
Yes.
You know, we stay on text chat. We make all kinds of funds on the DY Fitness Facebook page. We do all kinds of things, and we encourage each other.
Yes.
I love that.
I
love
love the
that.
food part, so I put the food part in. So, you know, it's a big.
So I know that most people, when they talk about fitness, they think about the scale. Donna, talk to us about non-scale wins and how important it is to acknowledge the non-scale wins, the getting stronger, lifting from 5 to 10 pounds, walking a half a mile to walking 5 miles. Talk to us about the non-scale wins.
So even right now, some of my clients are discouraged whenever they see that they've gained a pound or two. But I have to continue to remind them that muscle weighs heavier than fat.
Yes.
Wow.
So as you can, if you see your muscle mass increasing, your weight may increase, but your body fat could definitely be going down. So we like to measure inches and not pounds because pounds can be deceptive. We also do include many different types of exercising in our repertoire this weekend, and we also support other gym organizations. I have a friend that owns the Gym Factory who just recently
Yes.
That's our girl.
and
Yes.
she just recently had a step aerobics class that we all attended. And we go down to HD Fitness downtown sometimes.
Yes.
There's a new place called Body Fit Training that's on the boulevard across from the Galleria. I actually just joined there last week. I'm trying to get Paula to come on and join. So we vary our exercises. The boot camps, I have a different routine every week. I'm trying to get everybody to buy bicycles because we could ride Creve Coeur Lake.
Yes.
So there's so many aspects. We do walk. We walk.
But wait a minute, because you do a lot in a week. Sound like you do a lot in a day, Paula. I don't know how she do all of this. What about? I mean, like, so if I just work out 2 times a week, I think it's better than none. But where do you think you start? Because I'm like, I want to follow you, but you doing it. I need baby steps.
So I started 1 day a week originally, 1 day a week.
Wow.
But I realized that 1 day a week wasn't getting me to where I wanted to be, you know, and at our age also, you know, the midriff, it's so difficult to get rid of the midriff postmenopausal. It's just a physiological fact for women that we get that faux pas, as they call it, if you're not doing a lot of cardio, and just depending upon your DNA, even because my family, we're slim, but we have gut. So I said I need to increase. So I went up to 2 days, then I went up to 3 days, and then I started really, it became like my thing. I got really passionate about. I actually started seeing changes in my body.
Yes.
Lady O, you working out you work out too, don't you, every day, don't you, Lady O?
I try to do my routine Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I try to walk the other days. So at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6. The grandbaby loves to go outside in the stroller, so that helps me out too. But I'm not there 2 hours. I'm there 30 to 45 minutes.
I was just going to say that, contrary to popular belief, you do not have to set aside 2-3 hours of your day. We get in there, our evening, we get in there at 5 p.m. We're out of there at 6. I do 5 a.m. to 6. I do 5 p.m. to 6. It's a good 45 minutes to 50 minutes of not, because we don't stop and look at our phone and
take pictures.
I know that we can go on and on. There's a storm coming in, and I know that everybody's checking for it. Robert already said he's losing connection. Tell everybody how they can find you, because I'm about to find you. I'm about to stalk y'all. I got to leave and go out of town tomorrow, but I'm going to connect because, I lost my mom, in my 50s, and just that it makes you just think about this, we're talking about getting our fitness together, but this is a youth thing. And me and one of my friends work out a lot, and she's very consistent. She creates the videos. And when I see Martrice, you can see it changing in her face. You can see everything. I'm here for it. But I'm normally the cheerleader. Like Yolanda says, I'm the biggest cheerleader in the shortest skirt. I'm like, yo. But I need to say you.
Yes.
So how can everybody find you?
On Facebook, there's a group. It's called Discovering You Fitness. You can ask to join. I generally approve everybody. And on there, we post, like I say, we post workouts, we post affirmations, we post food recipes. I recently went vegan, so Paula even does vegan meals. We do have Instagram, Discovering You Fitness, as well. Yep.
Awesome. Well, ladies, I hear the storm. So before they kick us off of here, Paula, what is your wellness word of the week? What is that one
and if
word?
Everybody else can start dropping their words in the chat. We'd love to see your words as well.
I have so many, but I'm going to go with inspiration. Donna has been a great inspiration to me, and I can see it through all of the people that are in the group that we all work out together. Even on the page, I can see likes and hearts, and they're just cheering us all on, and we're doing the same back to them, whatever organization they are in. But it's turned into a great inspiration.
Awesome. How about you, Donna? What is your wellness word of the week?
Well, mine is going to be discover. It has to be. You need to continue to discover who you are, discover what you are. And the only way to do that is to put forth the effort.
That's it.
I like that. Let's discover me.
You. That's right.
That's it. We're going to bring everybody back up. Everybody has really, truly filled up our cups. Lady O, this is what we do. We talk about the value of us all connecting, right?
Yes. It's not only what we do, it's what we love.
It's what we love.
Yeah.
Lady O, what's your affirmation word for today?
I don't know why I'm just getting all teary, but grateful. Just
that.
Grateful for life. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for people who say yes to us and come on the show and share what they have to make our community a better place to live. In turn, it makes our world a better place to live. So grateful is my word.
That's it. It's grateful. Lady O, you talked about some things that are happening this weekend. Y'all know that St. Louis is going to be on fire tomorrow. Well, I hope not literally on fire, because we can start some fires. But tell everybody a couple of the things that are happening coming up.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with my Aunt Cynthia will appreciate this. For colored girls who considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. It's a play at the Florissant Performing Arts Center, March 15th through the 24th. You can contact hawthorneplayers.com and get the information of times, matinees, and things of that sort. So if you want to go see a play, but if you want to hype it up a little bit tomorrow, it is going to be a Hustle Expo at Harris Stowe University, March 14th, officially 314 Day at 5 o'clock. And the young man who's the co-founder, I'm going to try to act cool, Young Dip, he will be there. I can just say Young Dip is going to be there. Young Dip is going to be there. And he's going to be there talking about how 314 Day got started, what made him get St. Louis on a positive track. So that's at 5 o'clock at Harris Stowe University.
That's it, y'all. So I want you all to understand that we're going to be here every Wednesday when we can to bring you wellness. And we are determined to make sure that everything that you need is here, because we want to support wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. And if you need to restore yourself, we're going to bring you a little love and a little inspiration. So continue to discover you and understand that this is what gratitude looks like. I'm motivated. I already filled out the app and I'm ready. So I hope that you all are ready. And we'll continue to bring you all what, Lady O?
Peace, love, and positivity.
Remember, tomorrow isn't promised. So please, everybody, own
your now.
I am